some of the guys that was in the crew with us. They're still around. Of course, the other guy was nasty because they called him Rubber Man. Like Nelson, he would do it too. He would do that shit. You know how you used to do that shit? I'm glad I was there. You know? Down with that.
Yo, what's up? King Uprock in the flesh. I'm over here with an old school brother from back in the days, Bushwick Rocker. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna introduce himself and tell you what crew he used to rep with, you know, and just give you a little history about what he, you know, his input in the rock back in the days and the people he knew, and you know, just a little bit about what happened in Bushwick. And he's been around other neighborhoods, so he'll give you a little input about that, you know. So introduce yourself and let them know what crew you represent.
Hey, what's up? My name is BVD Rod from MTC. All right, Music to Communicate Freestylers. Right? It all started in a place, there used to be a little refrigeration place. We started working in there, practicing nights, days, you know, and we meet up with our friends, Ralph here from Dynasty, and we start battling in the parks, you know, battling each other, battling other crews, seeing which crews was better. And we had like so many crews was out here, but like a lot of crews that we can't like Touch a Rock, Dynasty, Rock with Class, well, there was a whole bunch of rockers out here, but there was a lot of different crews, and I can't remember all the names of all the crews, but you had guys in the crews like Rocky Nelson, a guy named Ruben, Frankie, we used to call him Red. You know, we had guys like Pops, you can call him Robert, my brother Pops, you know. We had a lot of guys in the crew that were all good. We had a guy named Tom, remember Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy, yeah.
They used to call him Vinny Barbarino, this guy. Because he would do the Saturday Night Live dance. And he looked just like the guy. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
Yeah. So we used to go to clubs and all that, and, you know, everybody would gather around and watch this guy, you know, how he could do that Saturday Night Live thing. Yeah, it was nice, man.
So that refrigerator place was right here, right?
Yeah.
Right
Can you
across
say
street.
what street is this?
It was on Grove and Myrtle Avenue. Right on Grove and Myrtle. Right there. We used to start
Right
it
here,
there.
right?
Yeah, right there,
It's
right
an
across the
empty
street.
lot now. It's an empty lot now. It's like a little park for kids now. But we started right there. We used to battle in there. You know, we used to practice, do our warm-up songs, and then go into the heavy rocking and sweat our butts off, dancing all night until we got it better, and go meet our guys out there like Dynasty. Because they was the only crew out here that competed with us. So we had to get out there and deal with these guys, all right? And dance with them until our shirts were soaking wet. We would take our shirts off and squeeze out the sweat. That's how much we danced against these guys.
Yeah.
Okay? There was the only good crews out here. I mean, there were other crews, but they couldn't compete. Their crew gave our crew a lot of competition, and our crew gave their crew the same. And with that, we learned more. We learned more stuff. We learned more different moves, more different steps, more burns. You know, we learned a lot of good, you know, a lot of good came out of it. But it was all, like I said, once again, Dynasty and MTC, they were the only crews out here that would really give each other comp. So we wouldn't really go out to the parks and we just dance around with all the other crews, Touch a Rock, Rock with Class, and other crews. But we wouldn't really try to dance with them too much because you're not learning nothing. You have to dance with people that give you competition in order for you to learn. You learn new steps. You see your opponent, you dance in him, and you're learning steps from him, as well as he's learning steps from you. Because he's doing something, and now you seen the step he made, and now you got to come back with something better. So now you do something, you do a step, and you do a move or something, and he sees that what you did. Now he's learning from you, and you learning from him as well.
That's why guys like Rocky
And that
Nelson,
makes the crew better.
Rocky Nelson, Pete, Little Dave, you know, you have all these other
You have
guys.
the Little Dave Rockers.
Yeah, and they were good too,
Remember,
you know what I'm saying?
I danced with them too.
Yeah.
Little Dave Rockers.
So, you know,
I danced with them
So, you know,
in the Bronx. Sup, Tara? Sup?
So you know, there was a lot of old school dancers out there who started the young guys to dance. You know, but we got to give respect to those guys because you know we all learn from each other and we always try to compete. That's what made the rock better.
Yeah,
we used to dance for the shirts.
That's what keep us rocking.
You know what I'm saying? You lost, you took your shirt off. We danced for the name of the crew. People don't do shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't know where Bushwick. You know, Bushwick.
You have to give the respect.
Bushwick.
Take
People
your
came to
shirt
Bushwick.
off
You
and
rock the
walk away.
best rockers in
You
Bushwick.
got burned.
You know.
Take your shirt off and walk away. You got burned. Relax. Sit down. Watch us do some more stuff. Watch the big guys play the big games and play and do some more steps and more burns and stuff. Learn, absorb that like a sponge, and then use it when you come out.
Like the big boys play.
Let them know some of the clubs you went around that you went.
I went
Brooklyn.
to so many clubs in in the Bronx. I went to Spear. I went to Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. I've been to certain places up in the Bronx. There was a lot of clubs. I can't even remember the names. In the city, I went to like every club that was in there. Hot Drops, Roseland, Ipanema, 1018s, The Garage. I mean, you know, I've been to so many places. It's not, you know, I can't even remember all the names of all the places that I went to battle and dance. You know, the dance, I battled. I learned how to hustle so that I could not only do that and go and dance with the ladies. Because I got tired of burning guys all day, so I said I want to dance with the ladies too. And I learned how to hustle to go dance with ladies and stuff while we went to some of these clubs too. Ladies, a lot of times you see a nice, fine female standing against the wall. You want to talk to her, you want to approach her, you don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
But the best thing, what are the best words that come out of your mouth when you see a girl chilling by herself? Excuse me, miss, can I have this dance with you? You pull out and you start hustling with her.
Yeah.
You know? Now you get to know her. You get to talk to her. You might even get her number. Hell, you might even get some boots. You know? So, but it was fun like that, man. We went to a lot of places.
Growing up that you've been around, what's most of the dance that you saw first that you said, you know, these are the dances that was there before other dances?
Oh, as far as the dancing, all the dances that were around at that time was only Uprock. And disco was only hustle. There was no popping. There was no locking. All right? No break dancing. None of that was there at that time. It was only Uprock and disco. Hustle. That's it. Those are the only two dances that were around. And it was so far back that people were still doing the electric slide. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Okay? That's all. I remember we went to the park. Remember the park? When they had the battle of the DJs. They had like, I don't know, like maybe 30, 40 DJs at once in Linden Park, down the block. Linden Park, we went down there. They had battle of the DJs. They had radio stations like WBLS. At that time was KTU, Disco 92.
Yeah.
They had a lot of different radio stations, and they had battles down there with Mr. Magic. Right, from the radio station. Yep. Molly Ma, you know, the one that sings The Bridge, the Bridge. That shit. We had an MC Shan. We met all these people down there in that park, and we had the only amazing Uprock battles there. Crews came from everywhere. This park was jam-packed, Linden Park. I'm talking in 1977.
Oh, what?
This thing was jam-packed. There was people hanging on the gates like this. Yo, that's my song. That's my song. You know? Yeah. And they playing Yellow Sunshine, you know, or they playing Melting Pot or something like that, you know? They playing the Uprock. And people was going crazy. It happened there, and it also happened in Putnam Park.
Bushwick Park, yeah.
Putnam Park was also the same thing. They would go and have battles, and one person would hear it out of the crew, and they round everybody up. We start calling each other, yo, get everybody together, man. We got a gig over here in Putnam Park. Let's go. And all MTC would get together, Music to Communicate, Freestylers would get all together and go to the park to go see our rivals over there. Dynasty Rockers, all right? Because we loved, wherever they was, we loved to be there. We loved to be there because we loved to dance against these guys, man. 'Cause they was the only ones that could compete with MTC.
Told me something about you dance for DJ Amp. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that's true. Before, like when we first started with MTC, we had got a DJ. His name was Amp. He had asked me and Rocky Nelson to be his dancers, to sponsor his and dance for him while he played the music, and we agreed. So our name was Electrifying Sound Rockers of DJ Amp.
Nice.
We would dance for him. But it was only 2 of us out of the MTC that did that. Was me and Rocky Nelson. All right? It was BBD Roger. That's me. They called me BBD because I used to wear a lot of BBDs back then. Hell, I used to go to the parks in my underwear. You know. I used to put the BBD trunks and go to the park like that with my tank top and my T-shirt under. And I used my BBD underwear as shorts. To battle. These guys will make us sweat like hell. You know? So we had to go over there.
Let them know
nice,
about,
you know?
Let them know about Amp. How was the sound system?
Amp he was a DJ he was a well-known DJ, first of all, and he played music immensely all his life. And Amp was an amazing DJ. He had amazing equipment. He had the big boy stuff. He would bring his stuff out, and his speakers would be like this high, one speaker, and then they would say, well, it's taking too much room, fold it up. They put it sideways and stack all the other speakers on top, throw the bass bottoms out there. He had racks of amps. He had to push his whole racks of amps and all that shit that he had plugged up with his music. He had synthesizers. He had a studio wherever he went. Okay? Let's just say that. He had a studio wherever he went. Wherever he played music, he had a studio. You could have made a record with so much stuff that he had.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Oh,
he was a good man. Good man. A pimp, but he was a
Tell him
good
about
man.
DJ Crazy Lady.
He was, right?
Yeah, how about DJ
Am I right or
Crazy
wrong? Did
Lady?
he tell you about
Yeah.
that? Did he tell you that?
No.
Yeah, he was. This guy had fur coats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
The hats.
Wow.
Those
Yeah.
big beaver pimp hats. He was a pimp, the guy.
Wow.
But he had amazing, he played amazing music. I loved to dance for him. He was a wonderful guy. That guy was the best, man. He was the best DJ out here.
Can you tell me how you used to dress for him? You told me how you.
We had to, because I danced for MTC, so when we went to dance for DJ Amp, we would have to wear, you know, the uniforms that we had to wear while we were dancing for him, because we were doing a job for him. We was his dancers. So we would wear these T-shirts that look like Star Trek T-shirts with the stripes running down the side of the shoulder, and V-neck, and then it would say Electrifying Sound Rockers in the back for DJ Amp.
Dope.
And, you know, we used to wear those yellow and black colors for him, you know, while we danced for him, you know. But then, when we go back to MTC, we're wearing our colors.
So how
Just
your
red, white,
Okay.
blue, white. The same thing like Dynasty, they had blue and white also.
You used to have a letter in the front or like your.
Yeah, we had the initials of Electrifying Sound Rockers in the front of the shirt. And then on the back it would say Electrifying Sound Rockers, Electrifying Sound Rockers of DJ Amp.
Oh wow. Dope.
All right, and that's how, you know, we used to go out there with our shirts and our uniforms on and dance for him while he played music.
Wow.
We used to, it was a lot of fun, man. And it was nothing but Uprock, nothing else but Uprock, only Burns, all right? And all the people, all the crowds would listen to disco and dance hustle whenever they played disco music.
Can you tell me about Rubber Band and Rocky Nelson, that battle that you seen?
Rubber Band and Rocky
how-
Nelson, we went to battle
Where was it?
at the Spear.
Okay. In the
At
Bronx.
the Spear in the Bronx. Went to battle them, and the guy was amazing. The guy Rubber Band was amazing. Him and his crew, they were really, really good. They made MTC, they made us better because they made us, they made us really work for our name, you know?